Hello, Gemini. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Gemini is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Gemini, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And wow, you've got the universe card. I feel like the universe is really calling you to grow, to expand. I feel like a lot of you are getting to the end of a really, really huge chapter in your life. Like, this is a card of completion. This is a card that says all that hard work, all those delays, all that patience, all those resources, all the hours, all the tears, all the blood, sweat, and tears you put into something, it's about to reach its reward. The celebration is at hand. This is awesome. Let's put this card into some context. It's coming. I think this is the biggest win of your life. Yeah? Two of Pentacles. Harmonious change. Things are flipping. Four of Wands. Time to celebrate. We're completing something. The Knight of Wands back here, all that effort you've been, look at that, super abundance. We got to ring the bell for that. That is outstanding, Gemini. Well done. Well done. And another, ooh, look at that. Two Aries energies. Boss before, boss after. I almost feel like this is maybe like, you know, you're pushing through, like you're working your way up the ladder. Now you're the boss. You're going through the college courses, now you're the master. You know, these are both Aries superpower cards. The Emperor and the Knight of Wands, both of them are Aries. I would watch the Aries reading if I were you. But this is awesome because I kind of feel it's like, I don't know, this is you like doing the work, paying the dues, and this is you now, you've earned it. You're sitting as the boss. You know, it's boss energy, whether it's literally you're becoming the boss, or if it's a kind of a mastery, or if it is like, it's kind of an energy that says protect what you're building. You have done all the work, very arduous work, right, to build this. Now you have to protect it and sustain it and continue that path. Here we have a Prince of Swords, a Ten of Cups as well. Wow. The Death card and the Wheel of Fortune. I can't believe it. You got all these good cards. The Death card is a perfect card because it's showing that this has been a long process for you. It's been a long, slow change over the course of time. That's the Death card. And you've been right there co-creating this with Spirit. Oh, this is a blessing. Claim this reading right now, Gemini, because I don't think it gets any better than this. Let's select our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. We're just going to set it down right here. Big red ant right on top. And we're not going to look at that card until the very end. It will tie everything together. It will give us the confirmation we need at the end of the reading. If at any moment during this message you feel like you might know what that card is, put your prediction in the comments below the video. Now, as we look around the room, we see major, 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 four majors. We've got fire. We've got water. We've got a little bit of air and a little bit of earth. Okay? But in fact, the universe card is earth energy. The universe card is Earth and Saturn. And what it's telling me is that the boundaries, the restrictions, the blockages have been lifted. And you're being invited to this upgrade, to this leveling up. You're being invited to this conclusion. A long effort is reaching its reward. And I feel like this is like There are no like roads that are closed. There are no doors that are closed to you. There are no boundaries. There are no limits. No restrictions. Perfect and utter and complete freedom, maybe financial freedom, freedom to travel, maybe. You're going to be celebrating. You're going to be looking back at your life and thinking, dang, I've come a long way. Completion, in this sense, feels very, very good. Okay? Right now, be sure you tie up loose ends. Be sure you stay focused, get everything done. Don't leave anything hanging. I feel like by the end of the year, your life is going to look very different. Your timeline, your world is going to look very, very different. Probably sooner than that. I feel like by the end of the month. Okay? This is the biggest win of your life. And I think a new chapter is going to sort of quietly begin from here. This is not an ending. I guess it could be if you wanted it to be. I feel like you're going to have to take some time before starting the next chapter. I think it's kind of like you get the choice about how you want your life to go from here. If you have all this freedom, basically it's saying once this arrives, once you achieve this, you can go anywhere, be anybody, do anything you want. So just enjoy the win and kind of start to think about what you're going to do next, you know? It's really, that's a wonderful freedom. Freedom of all this, all the choice, the options. You could do anything you want now. Go anywhere. Yeah. Travel. I feel like there's recognition here for you. I feel like it is some kind of a promotion or even an upgrade or it's kind of like, I don't know, it's almost like you have a good thing now, but the universe is giving you the option of a better thing. You don't need it, but might as well take it, you know? Like you got a good thing now. So you got a job now, pays the bills good. You get a call that says, hey, we want to offer you twice as much as you're making now. You think, yeah, I'll come interview for that gig. Yeah, what have I got to lose? They say, no, I still have my good gig that I got now. Okay. You're in a position where you can share a lot. You can give back to the universe a lot. Fulfillment is going to bring you a lot of peace. And I think it's peace that you've earned and that you've really been waiting for. I feel like life has been crazy. This is like, just kind of feels like we're floating in air. We're suspended in the vacuum of space, zero gravity. You know, there's no weight on you anymore. Zero gravity, right? No weight, no pressure. No pressure at all, right? Just feel like we're floating there. Can you imagine? I wish I could go to space. Bezos, if you're listening, I want to go to space. I want to feel what it would feel like. And you kind of get that, you know, in the bathtub, right? Not to be weird or anything, but it's, you know, astronauts will train in a pool of water, right? Because it sort of simulates like, you know, microgravity or, you know, even maybe lunar gravity more than microgravity. But anyway, you kind of have that sense of floating there where it just feels good. It feels like you can finally rest. You know, I imagine it's really weird to sleep in microgravity because there's no weight on you. You know, you don't feel the pressure of your joints, I guess, and like, I don't know, just the emotional weight of life, not just physical weight, yeah? So I feel like the universe card here is saying that your life's about to get a lot easier. The pressure, the weight that's been on you is lifted. Finally, I can just relax, you know? I don't know that we've ever known true relaxation, but this is it for you. It's coming. I think this is you really also recognizing your true role in the greater universe. You're realizing your destiny and your place in the bigger picture of this universe that we live in. You are a star in the company of stars. You're earning your place as a star in the night sky. Yeah. It's absolutely awesome energy for you. My goodness, I could talk about this card all day, so I'll try to keep it moving. We have a 2 of Pentacles also, and really this is the card of change. It's harmonious change. Good things are happening because of the work that you've been doing. This is also the card of nighttime to daytime. Things are flipping. It's a flip. Your world is flipping. Things that were challenging and difficult, things that felt heavy, now we're floating in outer space, microgravity. I mean, I can't imagine, right? My life has felt busy, and you've been juggling the responsibilities, okay? You've been handling your tasks smoothly. Continue to do that, okay? There is a surprise shift coming in. You've got to be ready for it. You've got to stay balanced. You have the ability to handle change with flexibility and maybe with a sense of humor too, okay? I feel like this is your life flipping. What was difficult is easy. What was low is being lifted up. What was scarce is now abundant. And I can't help but think there's a financial component to this. There's money here for a lot of you, okay? So you might be feeling like you're juggling a lot, like work and health and home stuff. Yeah, a lot of moving pieces, a lot of moving parts. This is part of the work that you've been doing, okay? There is also travel. I think for a lot of you, you might be like finally getting the freedom that kind of says, where do you want to live? You know, like I said, who you are, where you are, and what you're doing. You get to make those choices now. You get to decide who you want to be, where you want to be, and what you want to be doing with your life. That is freedom, not because I have to. I don't need it. But I can, if I want to do it, I'll do it. To me, that's the best life, you know. So I feel like there is a lot of travel or movement energy available to you if you want it. Okay. Sometimes this card's about breaking patterns. Sometimes it's kind of even saying that, you know, we get to try things differently now. We don't have to keep doing things the same way. We could make a different move. We could do the unusual. Yeah, just for the heck of it, let me try the opposite thing. Yeah. Stay adaptable. Everything in your life is finding its rhythm now. And that is going to be such a relief. Yeah. And I think that this is flow. And just keep that flow, right? Let it show, let it flow. Shine. I think it's your time to shine. You are shining now. This is you continuing to be proactive, continuing to make the right decisions. We're getting this big, complete the big accomplishment and this big recognition, the big conclusion of this chapter. I feel like it's not even a chapter that's ending. I feel like it's the whole book. And you get to decide what's the next book you're going to write. Some of you might be literally writing a book. Okay. We've got the Four of Wands. So to me, it shows like things still need to be completed. We have to finish what we've started. We have to tie up the loose ends. We don't want to leave anything kind of hanging. Yeah. Make sure that you follow through. Don't start counting the chickens yet, but this is a card of celebrating. So you're ready to celebrate this achievement. Yeah. You're ready to enjoy harmony with friends, family, with your teammates, maybe. This card's also about a peaceful home. We have this Venus in Aries energy here. A lot of Aries influence in your reading. I keep wanting to call you Aries, but you're Gemini. You got a lot of Aries here. I don't know if this is like an Aries person close to you, if you have a strong Aries placement in your chart, or if it just means go watch the Aries reading that we just did. Maybe check on all three of those, okay? But this is a comfortable home, a peaceful home, a beautiful home, maybe even redecorating your home. Venus, yeah, I could see that. I could see that maybe some of you are making a lot of changes to your home. Maybe some of you, your home is finally going to be built, or the remodel is finally going to be done, or the home purchase is finally going to be completed. Or maybe this is you're moving into the home and you get to now hang up your family pictures and your artwork and your plants and all that stuff, you know? Figure out where you want to put the dog bed and that sort of thing. Beautify your home anyway if you can right now. Make sure that you take rest as part of your reward. You know, sometimes, you know, my daughter's 5 and she does not want to go to bed at night. She wants to stay up. I want to play. I want to read books. I want to. And we say, no, you know, we've got to go to sleep. But don't worry, you get to go to sleep. You get to wake up tomorrow and go to school again and have fun. For my wife and I, our reward is getting to go to bed. You know, sleep, rest is our reward for all of the effort. And I think that really, I don't know, it seems like that becomes more of a thing as we get older. That I don't, you know, resting is like, that's the highlight of the day. It's bedtime. You know, of course we look forward to all the other things too, but make sure rest is part of the reward for you. Okay? Because you've earned it and because you need it. Because your work's not over yet. Okay? Follow through, finish what you start, get things done, keep the wheel going, keep the momentum going, keep everything, keep the rhythm. Yeah, let it flow. Okay. Don't get lazy just because you're getting the win. You know, keep the momentum going. It's the movement that's creating stability. Okay? You're taking on responsibility. You still have responsibility. It's just shifting now. And maybe with the Knight of Wands, this is like, I need this, I have to do it. And maybe the Emperor is saying, I'm sitting on the throne, I don't need it, I want it. Okay? So let's talk about our Knight here, the Knight of Wands. Because this is a bold and daring energy. Fast changes, a lot of excitement. Again, a lot of travel too, probably. This is you using your energy. Burning fuel, stepping on the gas, you know, rushing forward in a particular direction, taking bold leaps forward, taking advantage of opportunities, being able to shift and pivot, being really having the reins on that horse. Like you're an expert rider. You've been taking leaps, you've been courageous, you've been building your confidence. You've been flexible. All of this energy has been channeled into progress. I think that you've learned how to rest so that you don't burn out. Okay, and to me, this is kind of like last month's energy. This is the energy that's sort of fading. There's not a need for this kind of rush. It's kind of like you're finding your rhythm now. You're finding your flow. Okay, and so I feel like there's this ease, this gentleness that's coming in. I think you're really you're accomplishing something extraordinary, and it's because of all of this fiery energy, this adaptability, this motivation that you have here. And now, the crowning glory, the 9 of Cups, happiness. Your emotional wishes are coming true. The good news is coming in, enjoy it. Gratitude is going to help to multiply the blessings. The 9 of the Tarot is the multiplier card. So the 9 of Cups is multiplying abundance, multiplying happiness. Gratitude will help to multiply the blessings. Sharing your joy with other people is going to create more of it. Being generous with your kindness is going to create more of that coming back to you. We don't want to show off. We want to be peaceful and humble, but we want to feel it, okay? Allow yourself to feel that your heart is full. Your life is blossoming. Your contentment is growing because the rhythm, you're finding that flow, that rhythm of life. And it's really allowing you to enjoy that life, to maybe even slow down, really, and enjoy that life. Okay? But the 9 of Cups is still it's an active card. It's a function. It's a practice. We've got to practice joy. We've got to practice happiness. It's a verb, right? It's a verb. And I think that it's kind of showing that like we're still engaged with life. The Ten of Cups is kind of like the state of happiness, a state of I've got everything I've ever wanted, my dream has come true, I'm content. The Nine of Cups is saying like I'm happy to still be working, you know? Like if you win the lottery, for a while you're going to feel a Ten of Cups. I've got everything I wanted, I don't have to do anything. But after a little while, yeah, I kind of want to do something, you know? But this is like, I want to now. I don't have to. I want to. And when you want to do something, not out of necessity, but just out of passion, out of, you know, creativity, out of curiosity, you're going to do it with more confidence. You're going to do it as a boss, you know? Because I don't need it. So it's kind of a shifting of mindset almost, you know? But anyway, the Nine, yes, the Nine of Cups is that happiness multiplier. You are following your bliss. You are pursuing your happiness. And I think it feels good. I think it feels good to be on the path you're on. And now the Emperor, Gemini, is that mastery, that boss energy, that authority. It's kind of like saying, you get to set the rules now. You get to set the pace, you get to make the rules, you get to determine the goals, you get to maybe pick your own hours, you get to decide what project to take, you get to decide like how much money you want to spend on different, whatever, I don't know. You're getting to make the decisions anyway. You're taking charge. You've earned the right now to decide how you want to spend your time. What kind of responsibilities you want. Do you want to work a lot or a little? Do you want to spend a lot of money on the house or just, do a couple projects, maybe save the rest or take a vacation or whatever it is? It's your call. You're the boss. You're the emperor now. But also at the same time, make clear plans, stick with them, self-control and discipline. We don't want to go like spending all the money, making it rain everywhere we go, right? So still, be disciplined. But also now is a chance to sort of fix the things that have been messy or unorganized. Prioritize, right? Start with the things that really needed to get done first. Especially if this is a financial kind of windfall. Prioritize where that money's going. Fix the things that really need to be fixed. Don't splurge necessarily, right? But prioritize. Set boundaries. You're in control of these resources. Time, effort, energy, money, and space. Protect those resources. You're in charge. Protect them. Set boundaries, set limits, make a budget. Okay? If you suddenly find yourself very, very wealthy, everybody's going to want to ask you for something, You find yourself with a lot of time, everything around you is going to say, oh, let me have some of that time. You've got to make the rules. Suddenly find yourself with a lot of space. The impulse is going to be to fill that space up with stuff or people. It's kind of like you buy a big house. Suddenly all the in-laws say, hey, I need a place to stay. Can I come live with you? Just make good decisions, okay? Someone in your life or some situation may be looking at you as a boss, as a leader. So you may be a source of good advice for people. Okay, I feel like you've earned it. You've done it. I don't know, I kind of feel like some of you are becoming very wealthy. And I feel that like you're like it's like a self-made millionaire. You ever hear that phrase? He's a self-made millionaire. I think that if that's you, people are going to really notice what you've done. And they're going to say, gosh, how did you do it? because I want to do it too, you know. So you might be kind of leading others or motivating others or sharing your wisdom, your experience, or your advice with other people, okay? You're the steady one right now. I think that it's no longer the need for you to rush and push and just be crazy hectic. I feel like now there's a steady, it's organized. Maybe like, I don't know, maybe you've built up your business. Maybe that universe card is like your business. It's the grand opening of your business, and it's flowing smoothly. Now you get to set your own hours. But you know what? You're probably still going to go in 40 hours a week or more, probably more, you know? But it's like that feels like it feels like an accomplishment, you know? Maybe something's kind of like getting off the ground, you know, and getting into that good rhythm where it's like it's making money now, it's taking care of you, and you're just, it's good, you know, it's good. Structure and self-control are going to continue making this good, okay? You don't want to make bad decisions and run your business into the ground, right? Or waste all the money or whatever it is. This isn't necessarily a gift from the universe. It's something that you've earned. You've worked hard, and now you're getting that level up. Now you're getting that upgrade kind of thing. Now you're getting that big win. And a win means you worked for it. It's not a gift. It's not a consolation prize. It's not the universe feeling sorry for you and said, here's something. No, it's a win. I won it. Because I worked hard, and I used my energy, and I used my mind, and you got it. Okay? And I feel like that emperor needs to feel confident about that win. Now, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, Gemini, please do. These readings are totally free. Let me know which card on the path of the dove resonates with you the most. Yeah? We're coming over here now to the Prince of Swords. First, though, I want to do, let's do an Oracle of Manifestation. Evolving process. Know that you will find all the pieces you need as you go along. You embrace uncertainty. That's how you've done it. That's your secret. Okay. That's the secret sauce. The Knight of Wands embraces uncertainty. Takes that leap, says, I'm going in that direction. I don't know exactly what to expect in that direction, but that's where I'm going. The horse and the rider are one, trusting in the instinct. Maybe you have very good business instincts or something, and you leaped into that, and you kept leaping, and you kept trusting, and you on that horse were just doing it. You embrace the uncertainty. Yeah. Now, on the other hand, I think you have a little bit more certainty, a fixed air energy, a Prince of Swords. To me, this is like we're locked in. To me now, it's like you understand things. This represents an Aquarius energy, kind of like a star card, you know. So I kind of feel like you're really locked in on your destiny. You say, you still embrace uncertainty, but it's now that you're kind of like, you're confident in the uncertainty. I know who I am. I know why I'm here. There's no doubt about it. There's no, this is the only sword card we have. And it's locked in. You know? I feel like you're a good communicator. I feel like you have an ability to solve problems. You're thinking real quickly. There are no misunderstandings going on right now for you. You're curious, but you're logical. You're not spreading yourself too thin. You have an intelligence, and you have you're outspoken, but in a way that inspires other people. You're a very good emperor right now, you know. You're using your reason and your sort of higher mind, not your fluctuating emotions, right, to make really sound choices. And you're finishing things kind of before getting started on the next thing. So you have this ability to really follow through right now. I think this is a time in your life where there's not going to be a lot of misunderstandings. Doesn't seem to be a lot of confusion at all. Okay? I think you're turning all of your good ideas into success. It's absolutely extraordinary. Like I said, you have all the good cards here. There's nothing really challenging. Oh, we got a 10 of Cups. Okay, that's not challenging at all. 10 of Cups is a beautiful energy. It's a card of a dream come true. It's satiety, it's peace and comfort surrounding you. Your home, your loved ones. Relationships are going to feel more supportive and kind. And I feel like probably for the first time in a long time, you feel complete. Yeah, your life feels complete. Enjoy that harmony. Watch for boredom, though, or even overindulgence, because that's when we kind of need to go back to the path of the dove and embrace that 9 and saying, okay, it's like you go to the buffet and you eat as much food as you want. You could choose it's kind of any food you want to eat. Take as much time as you want, eat whatever you want. And you do that. And you say, I'm full now. Right now, I don't want anything. I don't need anything. I don't want another bite of anything. I just want to sit here and feel good. But then it's like, the longer I sit here, the more I'm tempted to eat more food, but I'm full. I don't want to, I'm tempted, but I don't want to overeat. Get that indigestion. If I sit here long enough, I'll be hungry again, but I'm not going to want that same food again. So we have to realize that, this contentment, this rest and digest, this satiety, this sense of fullness, we want to stretch it out as long as we can. Eventually, we're going to be just full, we're going to feel good, but then we're going to start getting hungry again. Then we're going to start getting restless. Then it's like, okay, we need to go do something else. I'm kind of feeling a little bit hungry, let's go get dessert, or let's go get coffee, or let's just go home, or whatever, right? Let's go for a walk. But the thing is, we can't just sit here and feel that euphoria, feel that bliss, because it's faded now. And so we get that 9 of Cups. Let's go out and do something fun. Let's go out and feel it again. Okay. Celebrate the joys. Don't chase perfection. Okay? Enjoy the little moments and try to stretch them out. Those feelings of bliss or contentment or euphoria or ecstasy or completion or satisfaction, satiety. Make it last as long as you can until you get hungry again. Then you kind of, you get some more good ideas and you do some other things. Stay thankful. Okay? Happiness stays where it's appreciated. And I think that generally love for you, whether it's romantic love, family love, it's going to feel very stable and deeply satisfying. Okay. Now, we do have to talk about that death card. I don't think the death card is a challenging card at all in this position. I feel like it really is, I think it's been a long, slow, grinding process for you. I think that you've been building something. I mean, even it's slow, even though we have the rush of the Knight of Wands, right? Because I feel like the progress has felt slow. It's been busy, crazy work, but I feel like the progress has just been, it's been slow. It's just been like steady, but over the course of time. This is like long-term change. It's not a tower moment. It's not just overnight change. No, it's just like, it's been slow and steady, gradual change. Yeah, not tower, sudden change. This is the fundamental force of the universe. Everything is changing. Everything needs to continue to move. Okay? And so it's kind of like, whatever's happening now it's gonna change. And even when we're in that 10 of Cups and we feel like life is perfect, I don't want anything to change. Can't I just be in this moment forever? No, because eventually, you're going to change. Either you're going to get hungry again, or the buffet is going to close, and they're going to say, hey, buddy, you got to go. So we have to be willing to kind of always evolving process. We have to be always evolving, yeah? So I feel like one chapter's closing, a new one is going to begin, and sometimes there's a sadness in the endings. Sometimes the emperor might be sitting here and really enjoying their new position, but still kind of like, oh man, remember back in the day when everything was just crazy and we were just wild out there on the horse? Yeah, I remember those days, you know? But we're in a new position. There's maturity here. There might be, you know, this a little bit of almost a nostalgia right away for just that old life, you know. It's a good time to let go of any kind of clutter, let go of anything you don't need, especially if this has something to do with you building a house, buying a house, or moving to a new home. Get rid of anything you don't need. Donate, throw stuff away, delete stuff, detox your calendar, clear out all the junk. Okay? The transformation process began when you started acting like the person that you needed to become. Right? So you started acting like the emperor back here. This is an Aries card, right? You started back here. You started acting like the boss, being the boss, taking on those qualities until you sort of shape yourself into that. That's the transformation. You start acting like the person that your future needs you to be. You're co-authoring your destiny with the Death card, meeting fate halfway, being courageous. You're accepting change, you're not fearing it. Life is going to continue to go on. You're saying goodbye to the old life and hello to the new life. And I think we're welcoming this new life in. I feel like a sense of lightness. I do. I'm still feeling that like microgravity kind of feeling. It just feels so good to be relieved of all of that pressure, all that stress, all of the weight, that heaviness, that pressure. And just be floating here for a minute. Okay? Of course, what we see with the Wheel of Fortune is that things are going to continue. Okay? Things are going to continue to change. You're going to have to continue to stay flexible. The Jupiter energy here, expansion, grace, prosperity, profit, riches, gold and jewelry and all this, yes, all that stuff. The riches, you know. But it's also basically saying, like, you have to keep this wheel turning. You have to maintain the momentum. You have to be the one. The emperor's got to be there as the business owner, keeping everything running. You got to keep the doors open. You want this prosperity to keep coming in, you got to keep showing up. Okay? I feel like you may look at it as a stroke of good luck or good fortune or the hand of providence or some sort of divine intervention. It's 99% your hard work. It's 1% grace, okay? And because that's all you need. You need a whole bucket full of effort and then a little drop of divine grace. Because that's all it takes, because divine grace is powerful stuff. One little drop is all it takes. Expansion is taking place. So the Death card, I think, is important. You got to clear out the old to make room for the growth, okay? Whether this is literally like in the home or in other areas of your life, okay? All the small delays that you've experienced, they were all right on time. Divine timing, I think you have the ability to trust in that divine timing. Divine timing is precise. Those delays were perhaps redirections. Okay. This feels like, almost like tears of joy coming here, you know. Focus on gratitude. Be thankful for this, and it's going to continue. It's going to keep happening. This wheel's going to keep turning in your favor. You got to stay adaptable. You got to stay present. You got to stay awake, you know. So good. That's so good. Let's look at the mystery card. Maybe Empress, maybe a 9 or a 10 of Cups, 9 or a 10 of Pentacles. Maybe the Lover's card, yeah, could be. Let's see. 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles is generosity. 6 of Pentacles is saying that you're getting back more than what you put into something. It's a card of teamwork. Really, it's a card of success. Plain and simple. It's a card that says you won after you didn't think you were going to. It's success after worry. The 5 of Pentacles, right? Scarcity, worry, struggle, difficulty, financial woes. 6 of Pentacles, financial prosperity, financial success. To the point now where I want to give back. I want to express my gratitude. Share the wealth. Share the win. This is the biggest win of your life. It's financial or some kind of practical, right? Maybe home living situation, domestic stability. This is a payout. Okay? And when this payout comes in, I think that it's going to feel really, really good. Consider the future, consider the growth, and how do we make this last? If this is a windfall, I feel like it's something you've earned. I don't feel like it's a lottery win. I feel like you've earned it. How are you allocating this money so that it can work for you and it can continue to bring blessings and abundance and harvest into your life for many, many years to come? Be generous with it. What you share is going to return to you multiplied as well. Celebrate your steady progress. Don't overspend. Make the budget, all that stuff. Be reliable. Be responsible with your money. Okay? Success is landing, like I said, 99% perspiration, 1% divine grace, a little drop of spirit. It's all it takes because it's powerful stuff. That is why you're succeeding right now. So enjoy life's comforts. Don't have any guilt. Enjoy your money. Enjoy nice things, but do it responsibly. Try to stay out of debt. Success is peaceful for you right now, and it is deserved. This is the icing on the cake. I can't believe it. We're going to do an extended reading as well if you want to stick around. We'll do an I Ching hexagram. We'll do oracle cards. We'll clarify love and money, and we'll do the yes-no coin. There's a link in the corner. There's a link down below. New readings for Gemini, Wednesdays and Sundays. Be sure to watch both readings. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Leave a comment and let me know where in the world you are watching from. I want you to know that you are the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you, and we are all in this together.